Hi, how are ya? So today's gonna be more of a talky vloggy video. I want to talk about bipolar and what to do if your significant other is bipolar, or if they've just recently been diagnosed bipolar, or they're coming out to you as bipolar. Just a reminder that these are my personal experiences. I'm not a medical professional. I can't tell you whether your significant other truly has bipolar or doesn't. But these are some things to consider when dating someone who knows that they are. One thing that I want to really focus on is you don't have to stay in this relationship. Being someone with bipolar takes a lot of emotional strength that not a lot of people, can handle. And it depends on if the person's taking meds, if they're going to therapy, or if they're doing things to take care of themselves. Here's my number two. It's really important to talk to your significant other about what their treatment plan is. Are they taking any meds, like I said earlier? Are they going to therapy? Are they doing things for themselves that you need to be aware of? Because you should be aware if they're taking meds, because you want to make sure that they're taking them every day. There are different ones that take up mornings or nights, and it'd be nice for someone else to, keep track of that also. Number three is to prepare for the future in terms of an episode. This works both for highs and lows, because during highs they might not sleep as often, and they might be more sexually active with you, and they might just start projects and never really finish them. And if they're on highs, you kind of want to know where you can push and where you can't push. Because for some things, like, you have a lot of energy, you want to start a new project, can you finish it? You can support them. But if it's so far-fetched, like buying a ticket to Japan last minute because you want to go to some festival that you just found out about, that doesn't seem like a really good thing to focus on, or at least in majority sense. Because if you have that type of money and you can, why not? But most of us don't have that kind of money. And then for lows, you can expect things like sleeping too much, or not sleeping at all, but being in bed every day. And these episodes can last between, a week, a month. And these are things to talk about, because usually there's a pattern to it. And there's some triggers, some warning signs to tell you when an episode's about to start. And it's important for you to talk to your partner about that. One thing to keep in mind: when your partner is on a high, they might be a little bit more agitated than usual. So if for some reason you might do something that they don't like, just keep in mind that this is an episode, and that although this might be an issue for real, it's not the end of the world, if that makes any sense. Because once you're off that high, once you've gone down from your mania, you tend to be more rational. A couple months ago, I went off on one of my friends that I don't normally do that, and she was really taken back by that. And I noticed her face. I was like, whoa, I really hurt her. I didn't mean to hurt her, but I was doing it anyways. And I kind of just took note of that. And then I noticed that I was sleeping as often. And mind you, I'm on meds. So it was really weird. And then one of my other friends told me too, hey, have you been taking your meds? And then that's when it came to me, oh, there's an issue here. Because people are telling me, and I'm seeing people react differently. So I went to my doctor, and lo and behold, I needed to change my meds up a little bit. And that's fine, and it's good that I had people on my corner to tell me these things. And as a person, as you're their significant other, so I'm assuming that you are seeing them frequently and talking to them every day, so you should be very well aware of their moods and how they are on a typical day. So if they do have an episode, you know where it started and how it's progressed. One big thing is to talk to them about how they want to be treated during an episode. Because if they're on those, they might not want to see you at all. They might feel disgusted and just really not up for talking to anybody. So although you're their significant other, they might really just not want to see you, period. And don't take that as an offense. This is, like I said earlier, this is a sickness. This is bipolar. This isn't them saying, I don't like you anymore. It's just saying that there's an issue and you're not helping at the moment. Ultimately, though, it comes down to communication. And I know it's really important for any relationship, but specifically in a relationship that involves being bipolar or any kind of mental illness, because you want to make sure that you're supportive to that partner and you're also taking care of yourself. And I think that's another major point, is that you don't have to stay. They should understand that it's taking a toll on you and that's not fair for you either. So if you're in this, if you're committed, then this video is for you. But if you're not committed, then it's best to step back, because if you're gonna connect on these levels, it's not gonna be safe for you or the person. But yeah, so there you go. That's my take on dating someone with bipolar or really any mental illness. And hopefully you learned something or you found this entertaining, just watching me talk. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. And like I said before, leave a comment down below and let's be friends. That sounds so weird. Oh well, I'll talk to you guys later.